proposal approached the 17th Bomb Group, then stationed in Columbia, South Carolina, and explained a very important reason for this dangerous mission, and it was planned that enemy expected to have extremely high losses. Every man in the group volunteered, and including the commander. They flew their planes to Eglin Field of Florida, where they were trained to use very short distances for takeoff that would be required. This seemed very strange to the crew, but after a few weeks of training, the 16 airplanes were flown to Alameda, California, and loaded onto the aircraft carrier Hornet. When still 600 miles off the Japanese coast, an enemy picket boat spotted its task force. The element of surprise had been lost, but the decision was made to launch early or turn back. All the crews volunteered to launch, and even though they knew they would be launching 200 miles further from Japan, that meant that they would not have enough fuel to reach their proposed landing sites in China. As our B-25 and Tito comes around and Bombay to avoid radar, and then popped up to 1,500 feet to drop their concussion and incendiary bombs, and their attacks of the bombers dropped back down the treetop level, and sometimes below treetop level as they escaped west towards China. Most of the 16 B-25s, with each of its 5-man crew, attacked Tokyo area, but a few hit Nagoya. Damage to the intended military targets was modest, and none of the planes were able to reach the Chinese airfield. Only one airplane landed because it had turned north and landed in Russia, where the crew was interned for the duration of the war. 11 of the crews bailed out, total darkness and pouring rain, and 4 of the crews attempted to ditch or crash land. The Japanese command was highly embarrassed, and the 3 American airmen who were captured by the Japanese were executed. Burned by the fleet commander, Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, they also resolved to eliminate any risk of such attacks, and that with the early destruction of the American aircraft carriers, the decision was led to disaster a month and a half later, where the Japanese lost 4 aircraft carriers. As a result of the Doolittle Raid, the Imperial Japanese Army and Navy was never able to, again, produce an offensive operation. And from that point on, the inevitable approach to the end of the war was to continue on.